Boomer Badookie was very devastated that he didn't win that national championship with Cincinnati, so it was only right to run it back. I don't know about y'all, but I'ma get what's mine. But absolutely, going into our next game against Ohio State, man, this was a big game. They were ranked number 3 and we weren't ranked at all. So on 1st and 10, I came around that corner and put pause to number 44 and said, boy, get on that ground. But on 1st and 10, man, I didn't even make a block, but Kiner will get up that field, man. This is the best running back in history. I'm not gonna lie. And let me say, Cincinnati history. This kid right here is a monster, mama. But absolutely, we are losing 14-0, and on 2nd and 3, I'm trying to throw him out of the club, but we going with our first touchdown. On 3rd and 3, after helping my teammate, I work up to the next level and block that middle linebacker as Kiner gets up that sideline, but I kind of pushed my block into him, but I said, man, go run, man. And on 1st and goal, he gets in that end zone. But on 1st and 10, man, making another big block, Kiner is low on his shoulder with that low gravity, almost gets in, but the next play, guess what? He gets in for 6. But going into the next play on 2nd and 10, Turner will catch that ball, and look at me at 6'8", 350, moving down that field. We could go all the way for 6. But on 3rd and 9, I'm in his pass protection, and man, he about threw an interception. That's not a great throw. It's 35-38, and man, we kicked the field goal. Doing. We missed it. Man, that was so terrifying. He's shaking his hands like, whoa, yeah, it's on you. What are you doing? It's like the deeper we got into the game, we just started losing. It was 35-45, but guess what? Kiner said he wasn't going to be stopped. And on 3rd and goal, he goes in with a touchdown. And man, I'm fired up, man. I said, let's get it. It's 45-42. We're down by 3 points. And on 2nd and 6, I absolutely put him on the ground as Kiner is toting that rock. But on 2nd and 5, I throw him out of the club, but Kiner gets boomed. But guess what? He got the first down and he run him over the next play and said, I told you I was going to get you back. But this Ohio State team started to come alive. So guess what? On 3rd and 9, I was blocking up and Turner said he could and he would end the ball game as we go on to win the ball game. I only had one total pancake. I told you boys last season that we will have Alabama on our schedule next season. So having them on our schedule might not have been the greatest thing because we were already down 7-0 and we had to score. So on 2nd and 3, man, Turner hits that sideline. He gets brought down, but on 1st and 10, that's a bam. But man, after such a big hit, I think I might have a concussion. I absolutely dozed off that play right there, and we absolutely got down the field, so I'll take it. On 1st and 10, I came around that corner, laid a big block, and on 2nd and 12, man, get out of the club. Some people are not welcomed, and you're just not welcomed here, sir. And on 3rd and 12, I'm absolutely blocking up again, and Perkins will get that first down and a little bit more. But on 3rd and goal, I'm already down the field blocking. I'm just waiting for y'all to come. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it's already 21-6, and we have some work to do if we want to win this ball game. But on 1st and 10, I'm absolutely blocking up, and man, look at that great throw from the QB as Perkins go up, and he's gonna change the whole momentum of this game as we get down that field. And on 2nd and 6, I'm blocking up again as Kiner gets that first down. But on 1st and 10, I have no one to block. But guess what? We will go in for 6, and we're going for the 2-point conversion, and we do not get in. They are rejecting us. But coming back down that field, I said we're gonna score, and we absolutely did so. And on 3rd and 6, man, I'm blocking up. Man, look at Turner. That boy is becoming the #1 wide receiver here at the program. But on 3rd and 6, I'm blocking up again, and man, this Alabama defense is all over it. But on 1st and goal, Kiner almost gets in that box, and I block up again, and the QB said he wanted some, so bam, he went in for 6. But with the score now being 45-38, I didn't block the way that I wanted to, but Kiner made something out of nothing and got the first down. But on 1st and 10, I'm blocking up again, and Kiner gets another first down, and on 1st and goal, I'm blocking up again with that great blocking, and we go in for 6. But on 1st and 10, man, I have no one to block, and I don't even know why I'm running down the field when I'm not supposed to, but I am. He's dipping and ripping on me, but I said you're not going anywhere because this is like a brick wall. But we turn over the ball in the next drive on 2nd and 8, man, we're getting up that field, and these kids are out here booming. But man, look at me. I'm just running all the way out of bounds as we go in and score. I did absolutely nothing, and we go in with the 2-point conversion. When I say that might have been a game-winning touchdown, that might have been the game-winning touchdown. Since our fans were pumped up, we had 3 seconds on that clock, and man, we made collision. We were going to win the ball game. But these first 3 games, by far, bam, being the hardest games that we have on our schedule later in the season is going to be very easy for us. So on 1st and goal, going into our next game against Clemson, we absolutely scoring. On 2nd and 4, man, it's time to put these boys away as Kiner hits that outside, and man, he got shoestring. But taking this Clemson player with one hand and throwing him to the ground, that didn't mean nothing because they still got the stop. But on 3rd and 11, man, I was just blocking up, and this number 54 said he wasn't going for anything. But on 1st and 10, man, we just couldn't get nothing started. On 3rd and 12, I'm out here booming people, but we just can't get the first down. But on 2nd and 7, I'm trying to throw him out of the club as Burkhalter, I don't even know how to say his name, gets all the way down the field. But on 1st and 10, man, they're absolutely booming us and teaching us like we're little peewees, but we absolutely take the lead. It's 10-7, and now it's 17-10. We're not here to play. And on 2nd and 9, I'm trying to throw him out of the club, but I told you all, that number 54 is something serious. Bam! Oh, man, get back up. I want some more. Get thrown to that ground again. Boy, I'm not here to play with you. But on 3rd and 5, we going with another TD, and man, we nailed the balls. We going to win another game, and I only got 2 pancakes, but we had 3 hard games, and we are absolutely out there showing these boys who we are. Going into our next game against Louisville on 2nd and 14, I absolutely clipped this kid. That's kind of a cheap shot in my opinion, but I'm just a dirty player, so I play any way I want to. But on 1st and 10, I come around that corner, lay another big block as we will not get that first down. And on 2nd and 2, I'm blocking up, and can we at least get up the field? We just can't get anywhere, but we get the first down, but barely. After getting sent to 4th down once again, we said we're going for it this time. We're not backing down, nor are we scared, but guess what? That sent us right to the sideline with the turnover. But on 1st and 15th, I turned him the other way, man. That was just a beautiful block for me, and guess what? If I turn it back to you, that's not a good sign for them. They need to be sent right to the bench after getting turned by an O-lineman. That's just terrible, dude. On 2nd and 5, we will absolutely go get that first down, and on 1st and 10, I'm blocking up again, and man, I'm absolutely turning this dude, man, as Turner gets up for 6. Bam! Oh man, I cleaned this clock, and man, I'm looking for more work. Getting up that field as Turner, look, I'm gonna come back. Bam! I cleaned this clock as well. And yeah, fellas, that's what you call there, menace to society. But on 2nd and 10, I lay another big block for Kiner, and man, whatever NFL team gets Kiner, man, is gonna be a lucky team. But bam, I laid another big block, but they rallied the ball. But that was a great pancakey there from Boomer Badookie. But on 3rd and 12, they absolutely stopped us. But guess what? We will kick 3. We're going into the next play on 2nd and 3. This is what you call taking the D lineman for a ride, as Turner will get all the way up that field, running people over. We're down to the goal line now, and I'm just blocking up as we will go in for 6. And man, I was fired up, wasting all of my energy. I almost got a cramp out there doing all that jumping. But Perkins will take it for 6. It's 38-35. We're up by 3 with boom! 2 minutes left on that clock, and Kiner could get down that field. And on 3rd and goal, we will go in and score. And man, that was right there, the dagger. We will go on to win the ball game with another great win. Boomer Badookie ends the game off with 5 total pancakes. Going into our next game against Rutgers. Oh man, on 2nd and 9, Kiner will hit that hole, and man, throwing defenders off of him. He could and he would almost take it to the crib, first play of the game. But on 1st and goal, man, absolutely threw this number 51 out of the club, and man, how did the receiver drop the ball? That was terrible, man. But on 2nd and goal, Kiner will go in and say, guess what? I will catch it and score. But on 2nd and 10, I'm blocking up again, and man, I have Gorilla Glue to him, but guess what? They went and got a sack. But man, it's like after scoring that first touchdown, it's like we couldn't get back down the field. They said, no, sir. But I said, yes, sir. We're going to change that as Kiner gets that first down. And on 1st and 10, the QB said he wanted to go. I said, I'm going to go with you. Bam! Absolutely laid a big block for him to go and score. And he's over there hyped up. Yeah, I helped you get there, buddy. But on 1st and 10, absolutely blocked up again, and Kiner will catch it out of the backfield. I told you this man is special. He can run it out of the backfield and catch it out of the backfield. But get down to the goal line, and they absolutely stopped us, so we kicked 3. It's now 17-7 as Kiner gets up that field with another TD, and on 2nd and 21, bam, that's how you clean somebody's clock and wait for him to get back up and stare him down and say, you're my son, and throw him to the ground. 51, you're having a terrible game. But on 1st and 10, boy, you're lucky I didn't throw you down. I saved you. I spared you, buddy. But we will go in and score again, and bam, oh man, another touchdown, and man, we're absolutely taking over. But he absolutely ends the game off with 5 total pancakes. Into our next game against South Florida. It's time to show these boys they're little kids to us, and we are absolutely going to take over this whole game and blow them out. Bam! Oh man, another big block, and Kiner just can't get up that field today. But on 2nd and 5, I'm absolutely blocking him up, and they are getting to the QB. Bam! It's not my fault they're getting to your QB, because I'm laying them down on the ground every time I get a chance to. With us finally getting a pass off on 3rd and 9, it kind of didn't get us anywhere. Still a 4th down, we would kick 3. Now it's 3-0. On 2nd and 9, I'm clamping up in the back of the end zone, Turner will score, but man, that's how you shift off of a block and boom, oh man, we're going down to that goal line. It's time to get up in there. And when I say I did the craziest front flip and absolutely cleared it in history, that was insane to be 6'8", 350 doing something like that. But on 2nd and 6, oh man, Kiner could break one tackle, and he could, and he would, and I will hawk him down, lay another block for him, but he will get hawked. Come on, you are slow. But absolutely, we didn't even get in on the goal line. But on 2nd and 5, throwing him out of the club and saying, where are you going, buddy? But we're going down the field as Parkins catches a catch, and bam, man, running straight through him. We are not here to play. Get on that ground, boy. I'm not here to play with you, number 10. Who do you think I am? Bam, throw him to the ground again, son. You are in for a long one. Getting back down to that goal line, we will absolutely take it in again. He tried to bull rush me, but guess what, buddy? We went in for 6, throwing him out of the club. We score again. We in the game off 48-24 with a big win with 12 pancake. On to our next game against Bam Houston. That's how you get somebody out of the way. Go to the next block as Kiner will see nothing but that end zone. I mean, the hole was so open. I mean, thanks to Boomer Badookie, the hole was so clean. But bam, oh man, I thought it was going to be a double pancake. Well, it might just be, but no, it's not. It was just a one pancake. That's my apologies. But on 2nd and 5, throwing him out of the club, they said, no, sir. And I'm like, what is he talking about? We're finna turn up. We were sadly mistaken as we couldn't convert. But on 3rd and 6, I'm absolutely not blocking anyone. I wonder why. He's sacking the QB. But on 1st and 10, I'm trying to throw him out of the club as Kiner's all the way up the field, man. He's getting yards. But on 1st and goal, come around that corner, not blocking anyone again. Lucky Kiner's a dog. He does this himself and says, bam, that was a pancake. You don't think I missed out there. On 2nd and 10, man, Lightenberg is another star at running back. He is toting that rock. But on 2nd and goal, man, he will take it outside and get in as 19-21. We're going for a 2-point conversion. It will not get in. But on 1st and goal, oh man, look at that boy Kiner as he goes in for 6. But bam, oh man, that was a boomy. And I'm trying to get that safety, knocking him out of the club. But man, we're just still toting that rock, getting up that field, and I was just absolutely had a pause. What was going on? That's prime example, fellas. That's somebody that don't know what's going on in the play. But on 1st and goal, I'm blocking up as we go in for 6. And on 1st and goal, we cannot lose this game. It's 47-57. We go in 54-57, and we just gonna keep toting that rock. And man, Kiner won us that game. When that boy got player of the game with 9 TDs. That boy's a dog, man. 61-57, we bout lost, but I ended the game off with 16 total pancakes. But man, after so many wins, we are now ranked number 3. And going into our next game against Temple, man, it's time to show these boys who we are, as we always say. Bam, on 1st and goal, throwing both of them to the ground. We going for 6 early on to start the game off. And on 2nd and 12, man, I'm blocking this kid up, man. He don't even know what to do. And I mean, I'm holding him for about 6 seconds. I didn't mean hold, but I mean like gripping him like this. I'm strangling that boy up like this, and man, he got nowhere to go. That's what I mean by holding, not the penalty hold. I'm talking about holding that boy like this. Going into the next play on 1st and 10, I make sure he couldn't go anywhere as we catch a great pass on the sideline. And on 2nd and goal, Lightenberg, the QB, goes in for 6. And on 1st and 10, look at that boy Turner showing off his speed, getting up that sideline. And on 2nd and goal, I block absolutely nobody. And we will go in for another TD. It's 34-0. And man, I'm telling you, coach is finna take me out. Yep, coach took me out and we win the ball game. Going into our next game against Memphis on 1st and 10, we were on a double team and I worked up to the next level, laid a big block so the QB could get up the field for a lot more than a first down. And on 1st and 10, I almost did the same thing, but number 9 kind of undercutted it, and we still went in for 6 to start the game off. It's 7-0, and Kiner will hit that outside breaking tackles. Oh man, this boy's a hard runner. Bam, lay on that ground, number 10. That's where you belong, but absolutely disrespecting my QB. You think y'all think that was okay for you to come here and disrespect my QB? On 1st and 15, I'm gonna show you something, buddy. You are in for a long one. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And on 3rd and 9, this number 10 absolutely didn't get anywhere. We're on a double team again, and we just let one loose, but bam, I ran through him and told him I'm gonna shorten his neck. But going into the next play on 2nd and goal, I absolutely took this number 12 for a ride as we go in to score. That's what you call a reach block, and coach is gonna cuss him out in the film room for that one. because what is he doing? But on second and goal, I'm blocking up again. This number 12 just can't seem to get past me, but his teammates will, because my teammates are not as strong as Boomer Badookie and can't hold a block. I mean, it's just terrible. But I let my teammate tip the ball, and on second and 10, I said, I'm going to throw you out of the club. Y'all got something? Y'all want to play some games? I'm going to show y'all boys what it is and what it ain't, and who's really strong and who really going to stay on my level. None of y'all can stay on my level. If I wanted to, I'd throw you all down. But absolutely blocking up again, and on first and 10, man, we could get outside, score again. Going on and winning another game, you got to understand, when you're blowing the team out and you're good, coach is going to pull you. Into our next game against UCF, I mean, going against a team that's ranked number 2, if I was them, I would be scared too. We come out intense, and Connor took it for 6 to start the game off. But on second and 2, I'm looking for a block and throw him to the ground. Oh, man. And absolutely looked at him. That was the most disrespectful thing you can ever do. But we will go in and score again, and it's now 17-7, throwing him to the ground on second and 11. Oh, man. Perkins will catch it on that sideline. And on first and 10, laying another big block as Kiner go get that first down on first and goal. Kiner said he wants that end zone again. Bam, absolutely blocking up, and he just walked in the end zone. Man, Kiner's having a great season. He's probably going to go Heisman back-to-back, and Turner's having a great season as well, as he will get up that field. But on first and goal, I'm blocking up again as we go in for another TD, and on second and 5, oh man, Lightenberg will go outside. He could, and he would fumble that ball, and Boomer Badookie could have had the tackle, but guess what? He's going to get up. He said he's going to go. He could, and he would go all the way to hawk him down like DK Metcalf, and being 6'8", 350 and doing that, man, that is incredible. You would go to the NFL just by doing something like that, Boomer. But on fourth and goal, we will go in and score again, and man, we are absolutely blowing them out, 52-28, and I threw him out of the club. I end the game off with only 1 total, pancake. Into our next game against SMU, it's going to be a game to remember. On first and goal, Lineman takes it in for 6 after last game, fumbling that ball, man, he had to make up for it. And on second and 4, man, Perkins is starting to be a key factor in this team, and he absolutely gets a great catch. And on first and 10, throwing him out of that club, man, they get the sack. Going into the next play on third and 9, I really wanted to throw him out of that club again, but Turner will go in for 6, and on first and 10, throwing him out of the club, man, I'm just staring him down. It's like I had a brain restart there for a second. But on third and 14, missing my block, they go and get the tackle. But on third and 9, man, I'm already down the field taking ACL, MCL out. But guess what? They said they wanting to take us out and give us our first loss. It's 21-21, and they absolutely took the lead. It's 28-21, so we got to score. It's time to get on our rockers. But on third and 2, absolutely blocking up, man, Kiner could get up that field with a big run. On third and 4, man, I'm out here blocking up, putting my hands to the chest, but they said, no, sir, we want to win. But absolutely going in with another touchdown. We are not going to back down, nor we're going to lose this game. We going to win by 3 points to SMU, man. That was a close one. Our conference doesn't have a conference championship game. This right here is our championship game, so we're going to blow Charlotte out. On first and 10, man, I absolutely got him one hand and threw him to that ground because I own him and looked at him. Bam, running straight through him. I'm not here to play with him. I don't even care if we get yards. I'm just here to hurt someone. Bam, absolutely putting my head in his chest. I'm not here to play with you. On first and 10, we absolutely fumble that ball, but he will pick it up, and man, I go over there and hit him. I said, you're not going anywhere. On first and 10, another big block, man. I'm going to break the record in pancakes this game. I promise you that. But absolutely, on first and 10, I'm looking for someone to block, and guess what? Bam, I'm going to find him. 97, yeah, you're in for a long one, buddy, as I put you back on your back. I told you this game was going to be a long game as we go up 16-0. I absolutely boomed him, laid a big block for Kiner. He absolutely breaks tackles, and he could, and he would. Oh, man, he's at the 1 yard line. I said, boy, I'm tired. But on first and goal, throwing him straight to the ground, man, I'm looking for more work. It's 23-0. Absolutely booming him. I am not here to play with anyone. On third and 5, booming him on a screenplay. Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. But on first and 10, throwing him to the ground, yeah, you need some new cleats because those are a little slippery, buddy. You've been on that ground all night. But on second and 13, bam, I'm looking for more work. Hey, whoo, we are not here to play. It feels like the water boy. Bam, we're just bam. bam, running through defenders all day, but absolutely scoring another touchdown. We whooped them 65-7, and we will win the American Championship. Going into the national championship game against Clemson, we gave them the chance to redeem themselves after we whooped them earlier in the season. But guess what? It's not gonna happen. On 2nd and 14, I absolutely didn't block anyone. On 3rd and 15, guess what? They were rallying the ball. They said, we're back, and we're back for our respect. And I said, oh man, I don't think y'all gonna beat us this game, but we finally get a first down, and man, they were dipping and ripping, and I'm not gonna lie, I never seen Clemson come out this intense. And on 1st and 10, it's like we couldn't even get a first down. It's 14-0, and they started running the score up. So I just didn't know what to do. I started to panic, and I just was trying to hold up as my teammates weren't holding nothing up. On 3rd and 10, this D-line was absolutely rallying the ball, getting sacks for days. So I just saved us all, some time. We lost 55-3, got whooped. I'm sorry, I know, I let you all down, but I ended the season off with 158 pancakes and only let up 5 sacks. But I have some big news, fellas. I am entering the transfer portal, and I don't know what's next for Boomer Badookie, but this right here is the face of somebody that's tired of the program and wants something new. Drop in the comments down below what is next for him.